Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, so this is kind of like a workshop sort of video for this thing here. So I'm just setting out the nets, and then I'll go through the bridge. There's a couple of things I've done to this. Alright, so let's cast the nets out here. Cast the nets out. And then, there's a couple of things we can do now. Alright, I'll just let that go all the way. Alright, net expand. And we'll let that go out all the way. I mean, they're going to be pretty deep. You know, we're probably 10 meters above the water, and these things only extend to 40 meters. So, you know. We have our length there. Here, we'll stop that at 5, and then we need to put those out, right? Yeah. Alrighty. The buoys will expand, and that will allow the back end of the net to drop. Alright, so we can do that there, and then we can get those ones to expand. There we go. And then we'll be able to start catching some fish. We're at a hot spot, so I mean there should be a fair amount. To catch. So I guess we can't let them expand too much. We'll have to let the front end of the let's see here. I'm gonna bring these ones in a little bit. Let's just adjust this just a little bit here. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring in the front end of the net. There we go. That'll allow the back to sink a little bit more. Yeah, that should be good. Should be able to capture quite a bit with that. Alright, so let's see if we can get the other one looking sort of the same. Bring the front end in, and then we'll turn around. We'll go back to the hot spot. Alright, and then let the back end out a little bit. Okay, so that's our net. That's our net. Looks like we've already caught a fish. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the deck. Now everything else we can control from the bridge until the nets are full. As you can see, we have the net level here. So let's go back. Let's circle back, and I'll go over the ship as we go back. So it's got the radar. As you can see, it's got the 360 radar. I have a screen there. The red line is the wind direction. It'll change with the wind direction. And then it gives you the values, wind, rain, and fog. And then it'll print a warning. When the wind gets high, it'll say, you know, extreme waves, blah, blah, blah. I thought that was pretty cool. Turn around here. I could even set that to the autopilot actually, and it'll turn for me. So the autopilot works. This has an autopilot as well, the waypoint system, which I just want to wait till we're close to here. Yeah, I want to wait because we're like 2 kilometers off where I want to be. We're going a little bit fast, so I'd slow down just a little bit. That's gonna let the net sit in the water a little bit more. Yeah. There's pretty good pace here, and we're saving a bit of fuel. And we're still technically stable electrically. Alright. So I mean that's pretty much that. We have a night lights on here. What else? This is our fish finder. Ooh, some deep ones. Yeah, we might not be deep enough to get these fish. See, a lot of them, some of them are on the surface, but a lot of them are deep. So what that tells me is, while we're heading back to our waypoint, let's see if we can get these to go down. I know it's dark, you guys can't see it, but if I press 5, we need to go way down. Like the nets should probably be fully extended, I would say. As far down as they can go. We'll see what that does. We've got a kilometer to play. So. Oh, there it is. And then this has to go out to drop the back end of the net down. Yeah, it might work. Might do. Let's see. I'm just trying to get this up a little bit. I will add lights so you can see this at night. Okay, so we are pretty much where we want to be. We're at our depth. We're catching fish. So now what we want to do is, okay, so we're at our hotspot. Alright, we're at our hotspot. So we go into our map. Let's get a little bit closer, I guess. We'll turn the autopilot. Is the autopilot on? Let's see. It is. Okay, so the autopilot is off. So how the waypoint system works is you turn it on. We're going to number 1. Cool. All right. You turn it on. You open your map, and you say, let's see, waypoint number 1 is going to be here. Let's say. So then what you do is you just that's saved to waypoint number 1, and then from there, let's say we're going to go to here, and that's waypoint number 2, and then let's say we want to go to there, that's waypoint number 3, and let's say we want to go to there, and that'll be waypoint number 4. Okay, so if we turn this on, how odd. Oh, I didn't. How odd. All right, so this is going to be waypoint number 1. You got to enter the waypoint, and then you save it. There's waypoint number 1. All right, and then from there we'll go to here. Okay, and that's going to be our waypoint number 2. And then from there we are going to go to here, and then we need to set that into here, and that's going to be our waypoint number 3. And then we want to go to here, and we need to set those coordinates into here, and then that's going to be waypoint number 4. So that's our square. So that's active, and we should be heading to our first waypoint. Yeah, we're actually heading away from our first waypoint. So how come that's not active then? Let's see. Do I have to turn the autopilot on? I do. But it's going to take us to... Let's see what happens here. It should take us to this first waypoint. Yeah. When this is turned on and the autopilot is turned on, it'll follow this route. But when that's not turned on and the autopilot is on, it'll go to the coordinates set in here. 241 and 107, which I guess it's close to that. But yeah, we're heading to our first waypoint, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Yeah, so that just kind of shows us your path on the screen in pixels. I wasn't too sure what to do. Maybe I'll put a map around it. I don't know. But we're not centered here, right? We're gonna go to here, then to here, then to here, then to here. And yeah. It was just a navigation computer screen. I'll have to put a graphic in there or something like that for it. So that's pretty much that. That is pretty much that. We are at waypoint number 2. We're going to waypoint number 2. So when we're within 200, it should switch to waypoint number 3. There we go. You see how it switched? And now we're turning. Oh, that's so cool. So this is what was missing from the other ship. Was being able to do this. Right now we're automatic fishing. It's fishing all by itself. And then we just have to watch the net levels. And that's it. Cool. So yeah, so this is on the workshop. I need to add a couple of things, some details, some more details to the outside, which I'll do that and just sort of update it. But the base vehicle is done. It runs really well, actually. It doesn't low lag. There's got a microphone on there, so you can talk to your friends. Yeah, then it has the fish finders, which I'll adjust. I'll adjust as well. So that's pretty much that. This is just a radar, whatever. So it can detect stuff around you. Yeah, so now when we get to this one here, this waypoint here, it should turn and we should go to our next waypoint. And it'll just go around in that square till we're out of fuel. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in an airplane, I'm going to do a few things with it. We'll go over how to build it. It's so much smaller and so much better than the other one that I made. Yeah, it just works really, really well. The other one I made was huge. So once we're within, I should have put on some music, I guess. Once we're within 200, it should switch, and we'll go to our next waypoint. We're at waypoint number 3. We'll go to waypoint number 4. Waiting on that there. Middle of the night. So if your ship is balanced, it really doesn't matter. It'll, like this ship for example, even the heavy waves, it still performs really well. Yeah, there we go, see? Now we're going to waypoint number 4. Haha. Awesome! So now we have we're just strolling around catching fish. Just like that. That's perfect. That is actually perfect. That is the way it should be. Yeah, if the waves pick up, they won't. We've got a really good window here of good, but if the waves pick up, the ship, we're going slow enough, I can maintain this speed in heavy waves. So we can continuously go, we don't have to stop, we don't have to bring in the net, nothing like that. So yes, that's going to do it for this video. What are we at here? 17 minutes? Oh no, it errored somewhere. 17 minutes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.